Again, here's another question that's standard format for most Nat 5 exams. It always involves algebraic fractions. Now, it can come in several formats. One could be that you've got an equation with algebraic fractions in it and you've got to solve that equation. Another one is you've got something like this where you have to express it as a single fraction in its simplest form. Now, these ones will tend to have the add or subtract operation in the middle rather than multiply or divide. If it's multiply or divide, it will probably be part of an equation question. However, this one wants a fraction in its simplest form, so we have to combine them. Now remember, when we're talking about adding or subtracting fractions, if we had just two generic numerical fractions, a half plus a third, or a half minus a third, we would use the kiss and the smile, get them together, and then get it the same way. Now this one, we do the exact same technique. We do a kiss and a smile to put them over a common denominator, and then that gives us something we can work with. So the kiss tells me the top, it tells me the two numerators. So this one here, this part of the kiss going up this way, tells me I'm going to do 4 times x plus 5 to give me the input from there. I've then got minus, because it's a subtract in the middle. I'm then going to do 3 times the x minus 2. That tells me the second part of the input. So 3 bracket x minus 2. The smile then tells me what the denominator is going to be of my overall fraction, which is these two parts multiplied together. So I've got x minus 2, x plus 5. Now, a bit of advice before I go on. If you get one like this, the top always needs to be simplified. So we need to multiply the brackets out, put everything together and get it in its simplest form. Keep the bottom as a set of brackets. Now, most of the time, you'll simplify the top and that'll be it. Very occasionally, you'll simplify the top and get something you can cancel out with one of the brackets on the bottom. Leave them like this so that if that does occur, it's in its way that you can notice it. Now what we do is we multiply at the top, simplify it all together and see what we can do from there. So if we start multiplying out, we get 4x plus 20. We've then got minus 3 times x. So take away 3x. We've then got minus 3 times minus 2, which gives me a plus 6. And then it's all over the two brackets on the bottom, x minus 2, x plus 5. Then it's simplifying the top. 4x minus 3x gives me just x, and then I've got plus 20 plus 6, so I'll get x plus 26, which is the x minus 2, x plus 5. Now again, leave the bottom in its brackets. Don't multiply them out. Just leave it as it is, and that'll be it in its simplest form. So there we go, we've got the answer. Same steps every single time when it's a pair of fractions like this that involve algebra, and we have to put them in its simplest form. Get them over a common denominator and combine them, so the kiss and the smile does that. Multiply out any brackets on the top, then simplify all the terms together and get it like this. Remember, if you can at this point, you cancel it with brackets. If not, just leave it as it is, and that'll be in its simplest form.